producing fruit. There is so much juice in the prophet Jeremiah's prophecy that we're going to take it through line by line, starting with the first line. Number one, they are like trees planted along a riverbank. Everybody say trees planted. You're not going to be boring in church tonight, are you guys? Let's have some fun. Say it loud with me. Say trees planted.
Trees planted.
Notice that the prophet Jeremiah doesn't say tree. He says trees. There's not just one tree, there are many trees. Who knows tonight that a tree is good, but trees are better? Many trees planted, sequential trees planted, creates a forest, a community. Did you know that a forest creates home for life? A forest creates a shelter. A forest, turns out, can cushion the rainstorm. A forest, it turns out, can control floods. A forest can maintain springs. A forest, turns out, can break the wind. A forest, it turns out, can foster the birds. It's good when you're a tree planted. It's even better when we are trees planted. For that forms a forest, a community, a home for many more. Us being planted together creates a home for us to reach more, shelter more, and to raise more people. Everybody say trees planted.
Trees planted.
So, in one of our Connect groups recently, there was somebody believing for the salvation of their friend, and this friend wrote her friend's name down in the love box. And so she's believing for the salvation of her friend. She writes down the friend's name on the love box, and then the entire Connect group was standing with her, believing with her for the salvation of her friend. Now, eventually, through invitation, that friend ended up joining their Connect group gathering. Come on, give God a little praise right there. Give God a little praise. Now, what happened after she joined the Connect group is the whole Connect group surrounded her. The whole forest got around her. They encouraged her. They connected with her. On her third visit, she, being so moved by the community and by the fellowship of believers, heard the gospel and gave her life to Christ. Now you can go ahead and praise God. Come on, there's life in a tree, but there's power in a forest. And it was in the sequential planting of trees coming together in faith that created a forest, that created an environment of faith for her friend's salvation. Everybody say trees planted. Now, not saplings that grew into trees, but I love that. But trees planted. This tells me that it's never too late. You might be at the 5 p.m. service in your 70s or 80s. Fuego, abierto. It's never too late to plant yourself in the house of God. Now, did I get that right? Fuego, anniversary. In another one of our Connect groups, a healthcare worker had a sharps injury. So it was an accidental sharps injury. She works in a hospital, and a user